Yeah, we trust the government, and we think that everything's going to be okay, and that if the government's doing something, it's probably for a good reason. They're here to help after all. And I think that many of us learned that that was not true. Some of us probably already knew that that wasn't true, but I think that those of us who did not really were woken up by the whole pandemic situation. But it wasn't just that it was that Canadians were pushing back for me. It was that I felt like this was like a real working class revolution. You know, the fact that it was the truckers that saved Canada, and really that saved the US as well. The US followed suit when Canada ended the lockdowns and the mandates. But
I have some theories on that.
okay, tell
I
us.
well, I don't know how many of your listeners sort of understand the intricacies of um, various and sundry sort of labor issues, but truckers have been on the leading edge of being guinea pigs by the surveillance state. Sort of Qualcomm's and monitoring and surveillance technology started being imposed on certain trucking companies in the late 1980s, early 1990s, and then the sort of the the sort of tender mercies of the regulatory state have been inflicted on us all the time. And, you know, ELD mandates, um, drug screening. There's just been all these various regulations imposed on truckers. So it didn't surprise me in the least that the Freedom Convoy was truckers, because it was sort of the straw that broke the 18-wheeled camel's back. You know, the mandates that Trudeau imposed at such a late hour as January 2022, when everybody knew that the vaccine did not prevent transmission, and truckers had already worked their asses off for the previous 2 years through the pandemic, making sure everybody got their stuff while the email job case hid at home in their pajamas. And
Yeah.
we kept on working in our very solitary lifestyle, not talking to anybody, being denied access to rest areas and truck stops that were closed. You
Oh
would show up
God.
at a distribution center or a factory, and they would tell you to stay in your truck and not even do the paperwork. Just stay in your truck. We don't want to see you. Nobody, nobody was ever told about this. Trudeau never studied it. There was never any science. It was just like, you guys are going to take this vaccine mandate or else, despite all the evidence showing that he was basically attacking a group of people who like needed it the least.